call this regular meeting of council to order at 7 p.m. on June the 12th, 2023. I would also like to recognize that we're in Treaty 5 territory, the traditional territory of Nichiswaysi Cree Nation and the homeland of the Métis, and we are all Treaty people. Next, may I have an approval of the agenda? Councillor Lundmark, Councillor Coburn, all in favor? Here. Next, we'll go to community comments and feedback. Community comments and feedback. Third time, community comments and feedback. Saying none, we'll move on. Number 5. Adoption of minutes. Resolution 2023-076, moved by Councillor Dunbar, seconded by Councillor Fitzpatrick. Be it resolved that the minutes of public hearing for conditional use 001-23 held in Council Chamber City Hall, Thompson, Manitoba on Tuesday, May 23rd, 2023, be adopted as circulated. Administration?
Nothing further.
Councillor Dunbar? Anything further?
That's that. Thank you.
Call for the question. All those in favor? Resolution 2023-077, moved by Councillor Chong, seconded by Deputy Mayor Valentino. Be it resolved that the minutes of the public hearing for conditional use number 002-23 held in Council Chamber City Hall, Thompson, Manitoba on Tuesday, May 23rd, 2023, be adopted as circulated. Administration?
Nothing further.
Councillor Chong, any comments?
No input.
Okay. Call for the question. All those in favor? Carried. Resolution 2023-078, moved by Councillor Fitzpatrick, seconded by Councillor Lundmark. Be it resolved that the minutes of the public hearing for conditional use number 003-23 held in Council Chamber City Hall, Thompson, Manitoba on Tuesday, May 23rd, 2023, be adopted as circulated. Administration?
Nothing further.
Councillor Fitzpatrick, any comment?
Nothing further. Thank you.
Okay, call for the question. All those in favor? Carried. Resolution 2023-079, moved by Deputy Mayor Valentino, seconded by Councillor Chong. Be it resolved that the minutes for the public hearing for conditional use number 004-23 held in Council Chamber City Hall, Thompson, Manitoba on Tuesday, May 23rd, 2023, be adopted as circulated. Administration?
Nothing further.
Deputy Mayor? Nothing further. Call for the question. All those in favor? Thank you. Resolution 2023-080, moved by Councillor Oberdorfer, seconded by Deputy Mayor Valentino. Be it resolved that the minutes of the regular meeting of council held in Council Chamber City Hall, Thompson, Manitoba on Tuesday, May 23rd, be adopted as circulated. Administration?
Nothing further.
Councillor Oberdorfer? Nothing further. Call for the question. All those in favor? Carried. Resolution 2023-081, moved by Councillor Chong, seconded by Councillor Lundmark. Be it resolved that the minutes of the committee of the whole meeting held in council chambers, City Hall, Thompson, Manitoba on Monday, June the fifth, 2023 be adopted as secretary. Administration,
Nothing further.
Councillor Chong.
Nothing further.
Call for the question. All those in favor? Carried. We're now going to move into resolutions. Resolutions 6.1. Resolution 2023-082, moved by Councillor Fitzpatrick, seconded by Councillor Overdorfer. Be it resolved that council authorize administration to enter into a funding agreement between the Manitoba Liquor and Lotteries Corporation and the City of Thompson for the Community Safety Officer Program for the period of April 1st, 2023 till March 31st, 2024. Administration.
So this is the agreement that we've been signing annually with the Manitoba Liquor Lotteries that assist with funding the CSO program. When it originally started, it was around 15,000, and the administration over the years has managed to convince Manitoba Liquor and Lotteries to increase their funding. It is now up to 110,000. With our recent discussions with Liquors and Lotteries, they're also interested in the community, or council's Community Wellness and Public Safety Advisory Committee, and have been asked to join that advisory as well, as they want to see how the CSOs are working and where else they can help contribute in our community. So this was brought forward to the last committee of the whole for review by council, recommended forward, and we're requesting approval so that we can sign into this agreement and receive the funds towards the CSO program.
Thank you. Councillor Fitzpatrick is the mover.
Thank you, Mayor. Yeah, I think we should move forward. This also Liquor and Lotteries are increasing our funding and showing more interest in working with us, so I think it's a good move.
Thank you. Deputy Mayor Valentino.
Thank you, Mayor Smith. I'll be supporting this also. I mean, it's great, it's been increased, but I still don't think it's enough, or if it's ever gonna be enough. So I hope that we would still commit as a mayor and council to continue the lobbying efforts to ensure that this funding agreement every year increases, as does our problems with alcohol in our community, and also with our CSO program. And I think that another part to that is ensuring that our CSO training program to the province, that they get a message that it has to happen in the north and in Thompson, so we can ensure the program is funded and works properly. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Okay, seeing none, I definitely think it's a positive step forward that they've asked to have a representative in our Community Safety and Wellbeing Committee so that they can get more areas that they may want to commit funding and see that we do definitely need more money considering the amount that our local liquor store sells. Thank you. With that, I'll call for the question. All those in favor? Resolution 6.2. Resolution 2023-083, moved by Councillor Lundmark, second by Councillor Overdorfer. Whereas the city is in receipt of an option agreement between the City of Thompson and KEDC Corporation for the land municipally known as a Pacifico Policy Area in the City of Thompson, Manitoba, as described in title numbers 295-4522, 295-4556, 295-4550, 295-4548, 295-4541, 295-4552, 295-4553, 295-4554, and 295-4555. And whereas council reviewed the option agreement and agreed to the conditions set out therein, now therefore be it resolved that council authorize administration to enter into the option agreement between the City of Thompson and KEDC Corporation. Administration.
So this is an agreement that's been a long time coming for council. It's been almost we've over 2 years of negotiating and working with the KDC Corporation and the Creighton Tribal Council. This is to develop 89 acres of land north of the city. The area was formerly known as the Yale Newman Policy Area. Council would change their development plan through the Thompson Planning District. Has made changes possible through the zoning to allow for this area to be renamed as the Pacifico Policy Area. KDC Corporation intends to develop this land as a new subdivision of the city of Thompson over a 7 to 10 year period. The option that's in front of council tonight, if council authorizes this, would then allow us to move forward on signing and beginning to transfer the land to the KDC Corporation. Allow them to start the development of the land. It'll also require in the future, depending on what would happen if any of the land were to be transferred to urban reserve, there would have to be a municipal services development agreement in place. But if that is not the option that KDC Corporation takes, then it would be a fee simple land sale, and all the same taxes would apply just like any other property in the city of Thompson. So the administration is seeking council's approval to enter into this agreement with KDC Corporation tonight. And that's what's before council this morning.
Thank you. Councillor Landmark is the mover.
Yeah, definitely be in support of this, seeing the effort, the work, I know that, the city administrator or city manager said it's been 2 years, we've been working on this with KTC and KEDC. I know how much they put into it, and at the beginning of those 2 years, they already had everything, planned and stuff, like there was so much that they've done already. I know as the city of Thompson, we aren't developers, and I appreciate that they've come with the idea, the plans. And done so much work, and they have so much work ahead of them. I'm looking forward to this development and definitely in support. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Deputy Mayor Valentino.
Thank you, Mayor Smith. I'll definitely support this, and I'm pleased to speak to it tonight. I think this is a long time coming. 2 years, it feels like it's been 20. It's been a long time coming. I'd like to acknowledge the last mayor and council, as they were the initial start of this and kept moving it forward to get to tonight. I'd also like to acknowledge City Manager McGinnis and our Director of Development, Mr. Safronitz, who has spent countless times and hours working on this. This isn't just one agreement that we are seeing tonight. It's been a lot of time and a lot of back and forth for this mayor and council and previous. I think that this is, if it was to pass tonight, is really a monumental event and moving forward and an economy driver for this region and not just the city of Thompson. And I think it's an exciting thing that can really be a leader, not only in Northern Manitoba, but Canada-wide, to have this kind of an agreement in place. Whether it be moving forward with reserve land status or just the tax part of that of our community. I'm excited for it. I think it's great. And I think that it shows that this mayor and council are moving forward and getting some of these things moving forward and meeting to beat timelines and to work with our partners here in our community to get these things done. And so in doing so, Mayor Smook, I think it is only proper that we ask for a recorded vote, so the leadership of KTC, KDC, and the public can see the commitment of this mayor and council moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone? Councillor Hobart.
Thank you, Mayor. Well, I'm going to be supporting this tonight. But my problem is if it turns to reserve status, the urban reserve status, what's the future? Because we don't know. And we can't predict that. But I'll support, I think Chief Mustafa Sagood is a good person. And I think we'll move ahead quite well. But there's still a lot of questions unanswered. Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Oberdorfer.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Yeah, I'll be in support of this resolution. I look forward to seeing this development finally go forward. I mean, it's been previously under a different name from the city's development plan for a long time, and it's nice to see that we're able to proceed with it with our First Nations partners. And I think it's going to be really good for supporting urban Indigenous people in our community, and I'm really excited to see that we've been able to form this type of partnership and, really looking forward to, working with KEDC, moving forward with this development. Thank you.
Thank you. Counselor Wong?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. First, this deal, I had no expected of this deal, but after put some thought into it, and why not? Because there's at least someone who willing to take a piece of land and turn into a useful, and I myself, I don't see that land will be developed for my lifetime. So at least it's something value to the city in moving forward. So I will be supporting this tonight, and good luck. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Councilor McIver?
I'm in support of this too, and I just wanna say, thank you, Mayor. Deputy Mayor mentioning the previous chief, Mayor and Council, bringing it forward and then for us to finalize for Lyle, yeah, that's where continues working.
Counselor Fitzpatrick?
Thank you, Mayor. Yeah, I'll also be supporting this. This is a great thing for not only KEDC, but also as you said, for our region. Every project comes with risk, so I mean, there's no development for anybody else. Definitely in favor of this.
Thank you. Anyone else? Counselor Tom, any comments?
I definitely support this initiative. And I think it's a good thing that land are being developed. And it's just good for Thompson. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I would just like to comment that I'd like to also acknowledge that we have Executive Director George Nepen in the room from QA Tribal Council. Thank you for joining us. Grand Chief Lestescu sent his regrets. He has been ill all day. But definitely this piece of land that had sat empty for so many years, and when you come forward, it meets so many of the requirements of the things we need in the city. The hotel convention center, hotel, the medical building, working with partners on that, the housing, which we're desperately short of in the housing, and the economic development part. So it's just definitely a boon for Thompson to have, you know, another area in Thompson to add to our land base. So thank you. I definitely will support this and have followed it and been part of it all the way along. So thank you very much. So with that, we'll call for the vote as requested by Deputy Mayor Valentino. It will be a recorded vote. All those in favor? In favor, Councillor Sandra Oberdorfer, Councillor Duncan Wong, Councillor Brian Lundmark, Councillor Earl Colburn, Mayor Colleen Smoot, Deputy Mayor Kathy Valentino, Councillor Joyce McIver, Councillor Louis Fitzpatrick, Councillor Chu Chong. I would also just like to acknowledge that it's just been unanimous. I think that's an absolutely fabulous thing moving forward for our city. So thank you, everybody. Congratulations. Wait, I will call.
You bring the champagne? Or after the meeting?
I do believe we'll be signing maybe some papers on June 21st for that, and the champagne can follow that. Next, our next resolution, 2023-084, is moved by Councillor Fitzpatrick, seconded by Councillor McIver. Whereas November 2nd, 2022, Council passed resolution number 2022-195, appointing the following assigning officers for the bank accounts and for any and all other negotiable documents for the city of Thompson. They are the Chief Financial Officer, the Assistant Financial Officer, City Manager or Acting City Manager, Mayor and Deputy Mayor. And whereas it has been identified that there is a need to have another member of council added to the list of signing officers, now therefore be it resolved that council appoint councillor. Now this is whereby a show of hands, if there's more than one, we will have an election. Councillor so-and-so as an additional signing officer for the bank accounts and any or all negotiable documents in the city of Thompson. administration.
Yeah, so this is the request for the administration to add an additional signing authority from council. The reason being is we have enough signing authorities, but there's always a preference for the administration as well as from council that one be signed by administration, one be signed by a councillor. And that way both groups are having an eye on the checks. So what we found lately is because of a number of councillors being on committees and having to do so much travel, that at times there's only 2 members of administration available to sign checks. And we understand there'd be a preference that another member of council always be present to scrutinize those checks as well. So the request is, that we're bringing forward is that council appoint another member of council as a signing authority. We'll add them to the banking, documents. And then there'll always be another person of council able to scrutinize those checks before they're sent out.
Councilor Wong,
Can I nominate, Councilor Lamar?
pardon?
Can I nominate Councilor Lamar?
Okay. Councilor Lambert, to accept. Councilor McIver, do we have any more nominations? Do we have any more nominations? Third time, any more nominations for signing authority? Seeing none? Councilor Landmark, can I put your name in for the third or signing?
Yep.
Thank you. So this last sentence now reads, now therefore be it resolved that council appoint Councilor Brian Landmark as an additional signing officer for the bank accounts and for any and all other negotiable documents for the city of Thompson. Call for the question, all those in favor? Thank you, Brian, appreciate it. Before I close tonight, I would like to acknowledge that 2 longtime residents of Thompson, Axel and Doreen Lindquist, after having lived here since 1961, are leaving the city, moving to Sylvan Lake, Alberta, and I want to wish them all the best. Doreen, started the kindergarten up here back in the 60s. She was the first kindergarten teacher in her home, then it moved to United Church. So definitely they've had a long history part with the museum. Anything, as Axel put it yesterday, we just did anything that we saw needed to do. So I just like to wish them well in their new home. With that, I'll call for adjournment. Councilor Colburn, Councilor Landmark, all in favor?